You're going to need your sketchbook and a ruler. On each table, you are going to find a box with some supplies in it to share at your table. And inside the box, we have 12 regular number 2 pencils, wooden pencils, 8 of these ebony pencils, and then 6 pencils. These are drawing pencils of varying hardnesses. So each table is going to have one of these. You're also going to find some erasers in here, 2 erasers. All right, we are going to have to share supplies on this table. All right, so first thing we're going to do is I'd like everybody just to grab a regular wooden pencil. This is what you would call a number 2 pencil, and your ruler. And on the top of the paper, we're going to make a straight line across. And what we're going to make today is actually a number line. But don't worry, I'm not putting math in the lesson right now. I want you to start over here, a little mark, and you're going to write HB. And I also want you to write this number 2. So when you hear a teacher talk about a number 2 pencil, if you've taken a test on Scantron, when they talk about a number 2 pencil, what they're talking about is an HB pencil. Next, I want to go over some to the right. I'm going to make a little mark, and I'm going to put H. And I'm going to move a little bit further over to the right, and I want to put a 2H. Now on the other side of HB, I'm going to put a few marks. I'm going to do the first one's going to be called B. Then I'm going to go over, and I'm going to do 2B. I'm going to go over a little bit more, and I'm going to do 4B. And a little bit further over, and I'm going to write ebony. Now what this actually represents is sort of a number line of the pencil hardnesses. So H actually stands for hard, and B stands for bold. The B side of the spectrum here are going to be softer, and the H side are going to be harder. So if you imagine this is like a number line, HB is sort of like your 0. This would be your positive 1, positive 2, negative 1, negative 2, and so on. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into our box, and there are enough ebony pencils for everybody to take one, but the different hardnesses, we're going to have to actually share these drawing pencils. So there are 6 of them. You cannot have all 6 at once, but we're going to share, and what we're going to do is whenever you find a pencil, let's see, what did I find? I found 2B. What I'm going to do first is just make a line under 2B, and then I want to hold my pencil sort of sideways, and I just want to do a little shading with it and just feel how that 2B pencil shades. Now I'm going to put it back in the bin or give it to a classmate to use. Then I'm going to find another one. What did I find? I found 2H. So I'm going to make a line, and then I'm going to do a little shading, and I'm going to notice right off the bat that this 2H pencil is a lot harder than the 2B. It's going to make a lot more of a fine line, and it's actually going to stay sharp longer. Now you may find a pencil that you like best, but what we're going to do is we're just going to repeat this with every pencil until we've sort of created examples for each type. So straight line, fine line, and then we're going to shade a little. And feel that 4B one is actually very, very soft, almost like a crayon, really easy to shade with. I prefer from the bold side of the spectrum more so, but they're harder to erase. Whereas the hard side makes a finer line, you can make a lighter line, easier to erase. Last one, ebony. All right, so what you guys should all have on your paper should look something like this. This is our sort of number line of different pencil hardnesses. The next thing that we're going to do are create a few value scales. So I'm going to use my ruler again, and for most of the line work here, we're just going to use a number 2 pencil. So I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to put a line on the top, a line on the bottom, and what I want to do is I want to create 8 boxes. So I'm just going to use the inches, and I'm going to make a little mark where each inch is, and that's going to be the boxes here. And they're not going to be perfect squares, they're going to be a rectangle, but that's fine. We're going to do this 3 times. So let's go ahead and make another one. Once I have 3 different rows created, I'm going to go ahead and begin my value scales. I'm going to do the first one in just number 2 pencil, and I'm going to label it as number 2. I'm going to do my second one in ebony pencil, and I'm going to label that as ebony. And then my third one, I'm going to choose one of those 6 different hardnesses. But I'll tell you a little hint, if you choose HB, that's pretty much the same thing, right, as our number 2 pencil. So probably don't do HB, but you could if you really want to see how similar they are. All right, and I'm going to say, well, I like a nice soft pencil, but since I'm already going to do one in ebony, I really want to see the difference. So I'm going to do my other one in 2H. So that's going to be the hardest pencil that I have. And notice, even just in writing, how much lighter this came out than the word ebony. To do a value scale, you start by leaving one box white, and then you increase until your last box is black, or as close to black as you can get with the tool that you're using. So starting with my number 2 pencil, I am going to leave this one on this side white. So let's start right here. And remember, with the pencil, if I hold it like this, I'm going to make a fine line, but if I hold it a little bit sideways, I can get a nice shading. So we're going to start right here, start just like this.